Hello there, everybody. I'm Mr. GamerPie. This is Let's Play Sonic Adventure Part 12. Today we start Amy's story.
Gasp, a girl.
I know, right?
She has wearing a dress, and she is of the feminine build, I guess. Therefore, the girl character of the game. We have covered all bases.
Her story consists mostly of cutscenes.
Yes.
Like, seriously, during my practice run, I was kind of skipping the cutscenes a lot.
Uh-huh.
And I realized that there's not a whole lot of gameplay in her gameplay.
Under a half hour here, if
bored.
you even ever so slightly know what you're doing.
Every day's the same old thing. Same place, different day.
Her time trials for each of her stages is
the good
actually
old
like,
days.
I think one's 2
Hanging out
minutes,
with my hero,
one's 2.5
Sonic.
minutes, and one's 6.5 minutes.
Chasing bad
So,
guys.
Ooh, this is it! This is the Windy Valley! This is Windy Valley Beta, right here. And then this is, I believe, Beta area of the Egg Carrier.
But now
anyway.
he's gone. And
Cool.
there's nothing left
Just
to do.
interesting that they threw those in there with the Metal
Just
Sonic
like
model from
Rock,
Final Egg
There
coming in.
was always something fun to do with Sonic around.
But
It's
yeah,
just an interesting use of
really
assets.
miss him.
we're going to see
Hey,
a character story that we
going
haven't
on
really
here?
seen at
Is there
all
an
so
eclipse
far.
today or what?
Mm.
Nobody forecast a
And this
storm
isn't
or
Amy that I'm
anything.
talking about exactly.
Mm.
I'm talking about a character that is a robot. We've seen him in Sonic's story and Tails' story, but we really don't know anything about him yet. But when playing as Amy, we will learn. Now, I'm pretty sure that this shot of the egg carrier takes place, like, either during Sky Chase Zone or a little bit after it.
I do believe it's during Sky Chase. It suggested that
Eggman,
whatever
can it
Sonic and
be?
Tails were doing jostled loose a certain captive of Eggman's.
Yeah, that we're seeing right here.
Boom! Smack!
Watch it! Ow! You should watch where you're going, buddy.
And then I guess just
Are
auto
you
deploy.
alright?
You know, oh no, one of our
Hurt.
captives is not captive anymore. So let's send out E100 Alpha.
Also
What's
known as
this?
Zero.
What is he fighting for?
Ah! Uh-oh!
He's going to shoot blood out of his eyes at us.
Jesus.
And then, after damaging him, his eye will dislocate from the rest of his body and try to kamikaze us.
This is starting to sound like a really great God of War boss.
It's a Kirby boss.
Oh, yes, of course. Are we gonna have to shoot the cactus coming out of his rear end?
No, that's Zero too.
He
Okay.
must have captured you, and somehow
We're just
you got
fighting
away,
Zero.
right?
Fair enough.
From Dreamland
Don't
3.
worry.
On the subject of
you.
Zero's design, though, I really like the way he was constructed. Like, he
Oh,
looks
yeah.
menacing
Keep
for
us
Amy's
both
story,
from harm.
but you can see
I'll
why
stand by
Sonic
you
just
all
kind of
the
just
way.
laughs at his little King Kong antics.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really nice balance, and overall, Zero's probably one of my favorite robot designs that Eggman's ever made, just because, I don't know, it scared me as a kid.
So, Amy is not really that fast, not all that athletic, but she does have a hammer.
She's actually my second favorite character in the game, though, because, you know, we got the damsel in distress trope pretty well done pat. She has no super speed, she can't fly, she can't really do anything, but she's got a giant freaking hammer, so it's okay.
Yeah. And she hits people with it. Like these people.
It means that we can take, like, tiny sections of Sonic's levels and turn them into big sections of Amy's levels, and I really like the way that works out.
Oh, Sonic! My
I'm just waiting for the game
hero!
to crash.
Sonic!
No. We fixed that problem by getting a
No,
different
Xbox fixed that problem.
Long
But
time
yeah,
no see.
apparently Amy can break the fourth wall,
Amy!
so everybody be very careful.
What's your problem?
hero.
Very
dear.
careful.
Fangirl alert! Fangirl alert! Hide! Everyone
I
hide!
think you should be his bodyguard a little while.
Will I save you once? This is how you treat me?
Doesn't matter. We'll just tag along.
Actually, at this point, yeah, he's only really
No
saved
way.
Amy once. She's followed him around a couple times, and maybe the comics mentioned her for a while. And yet she's like, oh, protect this bird because I told you so.
You know, she was part of a race that one time. She raced in a car. while everybody else raced on foot.
And that's why Sonic R sucks.
No, well,
Why the heck is she in a car?
She's not fast. You expect her to race on her feet against Sonic?
No, maybe she can like tornado herself with her hammer, like everywhere.
Wait up,
I don't
Sonic.
think she's
Not
capable of that.
fair.
Really
You
now?
can't run as
She
fast
couldn't
as
race
you.
against Sonic, maybe while he's on one of the Marble Garden things, while she's tornado hammering her way through everything?
What?
In a certain
Eggman's
section of
robot
Sky's Sanctuary?
Panic. I'll handle that bag of bolts.
Amy,
Sonic Generations mission? No! Ah!
I don't care about the missions. Nobody cares about those missions, Austin.
Oh yeah, no, I don't even, and I'm the person who says that more games need missions like
You
that.
couples can get in
I
free.
think that more games just need better levels.
What are you waiting for?
Amy.
And more of them. That's always a plus. Long games, or at least optional
She's so
extra
weird.
levels, are always welcome.
Now, apparently, Amy is not so totally blind to Sonic's, thoughts that she can actually realize that he thinks that she's weird.
That's right, because if this is all from Amy's perspective, she overheard that. I like that actually. That's a nice attention to detail that he's speaking out loud to himself. And oh, you went this way. Okay.
What?
If you go this way around the pool, you happen to have Zero chasing after you the entire time. However, if you go the other way, you miss the Zero spawn point, and you can actually not have Zero chasing after you the whole time. Granted, you're outrunning Zero anyway, so
And then we get super speed.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about Zero at all. Speaking of which, bye Zero. Is he gonna spawn again? No? Okay.
Look at how fast Amy is going with super speed, guys. It matters so much.
Now here's an interesting thing. In this particular section of Amy's Twinkle Park, which is the incredibly creepy mirror level with the amazing music and the creepy British baby laughing, there's a weird programming thing where if you die twice in this area, you get spawned here. I don't know why, but you just spawn here for some reason. And I don't get it.
Now
I've been
here,
meaning to-
you see the colored in Amy for that section was actually being mirrored. You want to look at one of the mirrors instead, because
It's actually quite creative. You basically that's the hallway is the exact same hallway you ran through before. They're parallel to one another. So I believe you were actually looking at the image of Amy from before. It's just a really nice visual trick that I really like. This whole section. I really like Amy's story.
Yeah.
The fact that it's really short doesn't so much bother me as it does make me wish somebody hacked her into other levels.
Now you can hide under the barrels, but there's no point.
Yeah, you can Metal Gear, Amy, you know. I'm in a barrel and hiding from Zero, and that's Metal Gear. I don't know.
You can also attack Zero, but you don't need to do that either.
If you hit him 3 times, he becomes impervious to your shots. It is interesting to note that in the Dreamcast version, he started glowing like bright red when that happened, and it creeped me out as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm free.
So yeah, we ran away from Zero.
Zero could totally pop this balloon, by the way, but he's a good sport about it.
Yeah, he is.
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
Okay, onward. That was our first level. Now we're going to see like 8 cutscenes. I can just set the controller down. It doesn't matter. Let's see. Right now we're at 9:12 in the video. Let's see when we're going to start playing the game again.
Writing that down just in case I forget.
Sonic must have gotten lost too.
Froggy!
Sonic got lost, but Zero sure did.
I love those zoom-ins on his face and whatnot. By the way, that's Amy's Dreamcast model. You can tell because the fingers are, like, stapled together.
Oh, cool.
Go!
And so, a giant robot rampaging ends the strike. for the train. The train was on strike.
Actually, that's a good point. The train is on strike, and then the second a giant robot passes through, they're like, "Oh yeah, the negotiations went well," and suddenly, okay. Is that how the negotiations worked? They were just yelling at each other, and then Zero comes by, "Pardon me, guys," and then just keeps going.
And it's like, okay, we need the train.
I think the stress is starting to get to me, dude. I think I just saw. Don't say it, man. Don't say you just saw a giant green robot. We didn't see nothing. We're just gonna end the strike. We're gonna go back to the way things were, man.
But yeah, here's Gamma.
Yay!
Gamma's cool.
Such a cool
What do
character.
you want?
Gamma could have been like Shadow, but they decided to do a good job with Gamma instead.
You know, it's funny you mention that because Gamma and Shadow actually parallel one another very well.
do.
For
But we
reasons that
should-
I can't. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
we
gonna
should
spoil those
specify
reasons
that
yet.
later.
You tell
Like during
me
the
what
credits.
you want.
Yeah, of his story.
Exactly. But I really do enjoy the way that Gamma's story plays out. It actually inspired Shadow's story in so many different ways. Come to think, how did I never notice that before? That's
Because we didn't talk.
Thomas. Can we just like keep talking? Like, you know, just record like 10 hours of you just playing through this game like constantly, so we can just come up with more headcanons like this.
Yeah, sure.
By the end of it, we'll know what Amy's favorite flavor of cheesecake is. I mean, it'll be amazing.
It's obviously Sonic
You.
cheesecake.
That is not part
Oh,
of your
jeez.
programming.
Oh,
You
damn it.
need something good.
Don't mind the blue and red, I'm just patriotic.
No, are we going cupcakes on this?
No, cheesecakes.
She is pink. She's psycho enough to do it.
Yes!
What?
I want to see that now so bad.
No, you don't.
You're right, I don't, but I kind of do.
It's dangerous.
Wow. It's only been... Wait for it.
We'll be at the Mystic Ruins base soon.
Wait for it.
You're really nice. You're different from the other robots. You've got a soft spot inside your metal frame. If you want, we can be friends, okay?
Almost there. It's been...
Exactly 4 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much. 4 minutes. Yeah, exactly 4 minutes.
Scary.
Well, 4 minutes since I said the time. We were in a cutscene a little bit before then.
Oh no.
But only by a few seconds.
Oh no. Robotnik has Whack-A-Hedgehog. What are we gonna do?
We're gonna do this.
We're gonna whack a hedgehog.
Yep.
I really do like the fact that hitting Eggman actually does take away points. That's really quite clever because, you know, Eggman built it after all. Also,
It's kind of like a precursor to the Sonic Colors minigame stuff.
yeah, in a lot of ways, this is probably where they got some inspiration for that. Now, I just like to imagine, why is this here? And Robotnik, you know, has a prison cell in his egg carrier. And like 2 feet away, he just has a stress reliever. Oh no! Amy beat my high score. I better give her a power-up.
Now, I'm not sure how to get... You get 2 power-ups from this,
Yes.
but I'm not sure how to get the second one.
I believe it's, you had to beat
Behold
2,000
the
points to get this
warrior
one.
feather.
Yeah.
You have to
Now
be,
you can do
I
the
think
spin
it's
hammer
either
attack.
4,000 or
Press and hold the action button
5,000
and move the
to
directional pad
get
in a
the
circle.
long hammer.
Over
However,
5,000.
over 5,000! Anyway, I really don't like the long hammer at all. And you can't do it now, you have to wait until the egg carrier crashes.
Oh, okay. I'm
Run
leaving.
through the hot shelter and find the
Um,
way out. Good luck.
I really don't like the long hammer at all. The sound effects it makes is stupid. The design is stupid. I love the Pico Pico hammer. The long hammer looks stupid. So, if you happen to not be aiming to 100% this game, Thomas, then I'd be perfectly fine with you just sticking to this hammer the whole time.
We're getting the long hammer.
Handle and turn the key to the left.
Alright,
to
so
open the
this
door.
level, we haven't seen it before.
Oh yeah, this is the only level in the game that the three characters who jump in circle ball things go to that these other three characters don't, which is really quite cool. The equivalent to this is Speed Highway, in which Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles all do go to, and the other characters don't.
Yep.
I think that's actually the only level.
Hot Shelter is essentially the water level of the game.
Yes.
And even then, there's not much water in it.
There's a whole 2 rooms of it.
Yeah, like this room.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much it. I guess the other water level of the game could be Lost World, but that's like still
Lost
like,
World is technically the water platforming section. This just has some pontoons in it. The interesting thing is that the 3D games really don't do much water ever, unless you happen to be taking a dive in Aquatic Mine.
Yeah, that's about it.
First was a coal pit, now it's a water ride.
Now it's a water slide.
Whatever it is, I don't care.
And now all of a sudden, Zero.
Zero has taken control of the camera. We're all dead. We're all doomed, and then it just goes away.
And yeah, basically Gamma, he let us free. He's cool. He's okay. He's number 2. But Zero is not cool with it. He's kind of angry at his bro.
He is number 0 after all.
He's like, hey, bro, what are you doing? What do you think you're doing, man? You're gonna get me fired over here, dude. He's like,
I do
I'm
like the
sorry,
idea
but
that,
she was just too cute, dude.
Yeah, I'd love to know just like Amy bats her eyes at Gamma. It's like, oh, suddenly he can't, he can't resist the cute anymore. Ooh, extra goodies. I always do enjoy those. And then, Leap of Faith. Nice.
Success. I kind
Success! The interesting thing, though, and it's something that I always tend to forget about, is that Eggman is taunting you a room away from your prison cell break. How does he not know that Gamma lets you free?
Well, you see, Gamma has connections.
With, like, the Robot Mafia or something?
Yeah. Well,
They call themselves a union, but they're really not.
it's like those maid robots that are in the room next to the prison cell. he has connections with those.
Works for me.
They gave him a good word. Several of those actually.
Be careful not to fall off.
The words were he did not do
And
it.
There we go. I would have loved if it was like they just said it's Zero's fault. Zero accidentally pushed the button, and then Eggman said, "As punishment, you'll have to get her back and never stop, even after I don't need the bird anymore."
Zero's like, man, bro, what's wrong with you, man?
Move the handle and the lips should move.
And you know, Gamma's just he's too nice of a guy.
Boy.
Now, one thing is that if you hit springs with your hammer, it actually launches you further.
Same as homing attacking. I'm not exactly sure if that was an intentional programming thing, but if you attack a spring, it actually does spring you back farther than if you just touch it. Which is physically accurate for once.
One thing about this is that, you know, these things here, they have like these arrows pointing downward here. And you'd think that if you set them on the arrows, they'll slide it down into the hole. But yeah, you have to set it right next to the hole for them to actually slide in effectively.
They're the same as any other key in the game, only they don't float upwards first.
Oh,
And they
also
have
this
to
part
move
is
as well. I wonder what's on TV. Oh God!
It's him! He's not only
Oh,
on the
hello,
TV, he's
guys.
out of the TV. But yeah, essentially, most characters, whenever the main, well, for most levels, the main showcase of the level is in Sonic Story. But here for Hot Shelter, the main showcase of the level is either in Amy's story or Gamma's story? They go to pretty different areas.
They go to pretty different areas, but in a lot of ways, Amy does have a very unique story, even to Sonic's, because you know she goes to a completely unique area of Twinkle Park. She goes to a complete unique area of Final Egg. It's and of course, Hot Shelter being her showcase level. The fact that Gamma goes to the train station area instead, which, by the way, where is this on the egg carrier? I know it's been asked a million times before, but I don't care. Where is this on the egg carrier?
It's in a subdimension that the egg carrier holds.
Oh, of course, of course. So, with that out of the way, then, it's interesting because a lot of people do call this out, like, oh, well, Amy goes to this area and Gamma goes to the other one, but is that any different than Tails and Speed Highway?
Not really.
Exactly. So, to me, Amy is the full showcase of the level because she does have a music switch. And then the other two characters are just kind of just standing there. Just standing there like, oh, that's my level. Okay.
Yeah.
Granted, I love Gamma's section of this level. I just love the Hot Shelter. It's a really fun level that, you know, was built without Sonic in mind, and it benefited wholeheartedly from that.
It did.
It's also 6 minutes long.
Yeah. With that said, that's the end of this level, and that's the end of this video as well.
Well, it's gonna take a couple seconds for the video to end, but...
Well, yeah, because we got this thing. As Amy floats away into the egg carrier more. It's a bright
Like,
thing!
I escaped to ride a balloon upward into not escapingness. And hallucinations.
Yes. I rode a balloon into hallucinations. And with that said, I've been Mr. Game Pie,
I've been also
What's
sugar.
this place?
and we'll see you next time. See y'all later.